Business are capturing vast quantities of data with end goal of giving you more of what you want, when and where you need it. Whether that business is retail, government, planning public safety, or healthcare. Every industry under the sun benefits from location data and analysis. And ArcGIS is the location platform. It lets you do more with your data and deliver better outcomes. Government agencies can show taxpayers where and how money is spent. Firefighters can access a digital floor plan while responding to a call. Hospitals determine for a new vaccines or make sense of sudden outbreaks. This is possible because every information system, desktop solutions, or mobile app can take advantage of location. ArcGIS is a platform for organizations to create, manage, share, and analyze spatial data. It consists of server components, mobile and desktop applications, and developer tools.
Environmental System Research Institute knew there was a starving market for location-based system. Noong 1990, nagsimulang gumawa ng produkto na kalaunan ay naging best enterprise solutions para sa mga implementation ng GIS sa Windows system at nailabas ang ArcGIS noong 1999. Simula noon, ang Architecture, Engineering, Construction Geographic Information System o ArcGIS ay madalas na gamitin para sa mga GIS solutions.
Noong 1969, binuo ng mag-asawang Jack at Laura Dangermond ang RC. The consulting firm applied for computer mapping and the spatial analysis to help land use planners and land resource managers make informed decision. Sa mga unang produkto na ginawa ng kumpanya ay pinakita ang halaga ng GIS sa problem solving. Hanggang ngayon ay patuloy na gumagawa ang mga RC ng mga GIS mapping at spatial analysis method na ginagamit ng nakararami ngayon.
Malaking tulong ang ArcGIS sa enforcement of law at crime mapping gamit ang mga datos na ini-apply sa S-Remap. Malalaman kung saan lugar at anong oras i-deploy ang mga law enforcer para makaiwas o makabawi sa bilang ng krimen sa lugar. Nakakatulong ang ArcGIS para makahanap ng solusyon sa iba't ibang krimen dito sa Pilipinas.
Ang surface density maps na tinatawag ding continuous surface maps o isoplat maps ay kaparehas ng choropleth maps sa pag-accomplish ng goals. Ngunit mas tiyak lamang ang boundaries sa surface density maps. Kailangan lamang ng pag-iingat sa paggamit ng mapang ito. Density analysis takes known quantities of some phenomenon and spreads them across landscape based on the quantity that is measured at each location and the spatial relationships of the locations of measured quantities. Ang density tool ay nagdi-distribute ng measured quantity ng point layer na ilalagay sa landscape para makabuo ng continuous surface. Ginagamit ang density mapping para maipakita ang mga points o lines sa isang area. Common tools such as ArcGIS and QGIS have point density analysis that provide a quantitative value and visual display capability that shows concentration of points. Ilang halimbawa ng density mapping ay sa tornado monitoring and analysis. Sa social science data, ginagamit ito upang maipakita ang crime data statistics sa isang region or given area. Philippine National Police Anti-Kidnapping Group reveals that the number of kidnapped Chinese has risen by 71% from 2016 to 2019. The PNP-AKG counted 791 cases of Chinese kidnapping in NCR. They created categories throughout the years to keep track of the schemes of kidnapping, and one of them is the casino-related kidnappings involving Chinese getting kidnapped after accumulating huge sums of debt from loan sharks that link to Philippine casino and online gaming industry. The incidents took place at either a land-based casino or involved the business of a Philippine offshore gaming operator, the controversial internet gambling sites that target players outside the country. In most cases, business dealing with loan sharks are illegal. They typically use threatening manners and violence when a debtor fails to repay the loan, plus have the excessively high interest rate. For today's video, we're going to make a surface density type of crime mapping with the data of casino-related Chinese kidnapping in NCR in the year of 2016 to 2019. Using the accumulated data of casino-related kidnapping in NCR, we're going to show you how to make a surface density map with ArcGIS. First, you have to open ArcMap in your laptop or desktop. Then we have to open a blank map, add data, choose the file of your map or your shape file. Mine was named Metropolitan Manila, and you can see the shape file of NCR region in the Philippines that I downloaded in PhilGIS. To fully show the boundaries of the region, go to the table of contents at the upper left side, then double-click the color. Select No Fill Color, in outline width 1, in outline color, it depends on you of what color do you prefer. But for me, I choose this super dark green color as my shapefile outline. Then click OK. As you can see, the line was now more visible. We have to show using this map the area in NCR that has the most cases of Chinese kidnapping by putting label on the map that can be found here in Properties option. Based on the attribute table, the cities were in column name underscore 2. So we have to select name underscore 2. We also have to remove those features with the duplicate name. Put label features in the layer and define each features differently. I change the font style into Arial Black and also set in bold. Now click OK. The map has now locations, so I can easily explain to you later what area and specific location has the most number of cases. The next step is to create a point feature in our map that shows the cities with most cases. I prepared the data that we gathered about casino-related Chinese kidnapping in Excel. In order to put point feature, I have to input the coordinates of each cities and province in NCR here in Excel, as well as the number of cases reported in each cities. It includes longitude and latitude, which is available for download in CVS, JSON, and XLSX formats. You can find it here in Philippine Cities database. I downloaded the XLSX or Excel format so I can use it in our ArcGIS map. Go to the file, click Add Data. You'll see different types of data that you want to add. Since we're going to create point feature using coordinates, we will click the Add XY Data. Browse for your file. Ours is the NCR data, which is in our Excel. Then choose the sheet 1. Then add. For the X field, we'll select the longitude. Then latitude for the Y field, and for the Z field, since we're going to show the rates, we'll include the cases column on our Excel. Click OK twice. You'll see the point features in our shapefile, and it represents the cities in NCR region. Since our goal in creating surface density map is to create a continuous surface, we are going to use the density tool that can be found in the system toolbox. It takes a long time to load, but it depends on your laptop or internet connection. Choose the spatial analysis tools, then density. With the density tools, you can calculate the density of input features within a neighborhood around each output raster cell. There are three choices, which is the kernel density, line density, and point density. Since we want to create a surface of density estimates in our NCR shapefile, we will use the kernel density that smoothens the points in the map. In the point features, we will just drag our NCR datasheet file, go to the environment options, choose the raster analysis, then browse the file of your shapefile or map. Mine was the Metropolitan Manila. Then click OK and OK. While waiting for the kernel density to process, I'm going to show you where I downloaded my shapefile or map that I'm using here in ArcGIS. Go to the Field GIS, choose the region that you want to use. For example, is the NCR. Click. Then choose the administrative boundaries because it shows the provincial, municipalities, and barangay boundaries in the region. When you see this download sign, just click it and the shapefile will be automatically downloaded. So let's go back to our ArcMap. As you can see, the surface of the map has smoothened and you can see the concentrated area based on the feature points that we input. To fully shown the surface density of the Chinese kidnapping cases, we are going to change the color. Go to the table of contents, right-click the kernel dsheet, choose the properties, go to symbology and change the color ramp, depends on what color do you want. For me, I choose this color because it will perfectly show the areas where Chinese kidnapping is high. Then change the label of each range to show color concentration based on the number of cases. For the label, I input 0 to 26, then 53 to 78. Yan. I accidentally clicked the OK, but going back, '53 to '78, '79 to 102, 129 to 122, 129 to 178. 153 to 128, 28, then 179 to 204, and lastly 205 to 250. Click OK. Apply OK. Now, this is the surface density map of casino-related Chinese kidnapping in NCR. As you can see, there's a part of the NCR map that is yellow, orange, bright red, and color green. This color represents the number of Chinese kidnapping incidents reported. Manila, Mandaluyong, and Makati have the red color with 504 cases of Chinese kidnapping combined. The cities of Taguig, Navotas, Valenzuela, Malabon, and Marikina have reached 153 to 128 number of cases, while the Parañaque and Las Piñas with yellow color have reached 103 to 128 number of cases. The areas that are green in color are cities that has no record of the said kidnapping cases. According to the Philippine National Police Anti-Kidnapping Group, the reason why these places have high rates of kidnapping involving Chinese is because this is where POGO or Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators is located. It was said that the modus of the casino junket operators, mostly Chinese nationals, is to entice their fellow countrymen in mainland China to visit Philippines or put up a business here and eventually lure them to the casinos. The loan sharks offer accommodations within the casino premises and even lend the Chinese money at a certain interest rate. If the victim loses and fails to pay, he is detained and beaten in record. This time, I will show you how to create a layout using ArcGIS. As you can see, I already have my map. First, go to the option. You can see the layout view on the screen corner. Automatically, there will be a shapefile layer. This is for creating layout map. Next step is we're going to zoom to layer in order to fit the shapefile in the layer frame. In order to make a title, click Insert, choose the title. So we have to make title. It depends on what you're going to use, but I will name my map as Casino-related Chinese kidnapping in NCR from 2016 to 2019. Casino-related Chinese kidnapping in NCR from 2016 to 2019. If you want to change the style, you can edit here in change symbol. You can change the color and the font size. I set my title in bold and then OK, apply, OK again. So here's my title. I have to drag it on the top there. I'll just adjust the map so it can be perfectly placed as well as the title. Next step is we're going to insert a north arrow. North arrows are used to identify direction. There are a lot of styles that you can choose from here. So I'm going to use this S3 North 19. So here's the north arrow. You can adjust the arrow in what sizes you want. I made it bigger. The next step is we're going to insert a scale bar. As you can see here, there's a lot of scale bar that you can choose from. You can pick anything you want. In this properties option, you can customize the scale bar. I set it in kilometers, and also the label, I use the km. Yes, km. You can also change the gap of the scale bar. Change the format. So I'm choosing the Arial black. You can also change the color too. Then click OK. And this is the scale bar. So now this frame, double click it. Choose the properties and the new grid. Click next and next. Next again, finish. Then go to the option properties. Here you can change it, and I set it to Arial black and bold. There's an option in the bottom showing vertical labels, and I'm going to choose the left and right. In lines, you can choose this option that do not show lines or ticks. Since I don't need the lines, I'm going to choose the no lines. Then apply. Now that we have changed the layout line, the next step is we're going to do the placing knit lines. So there's a lot of option in selecting knit lines. You can also choose the color of the background. You can just select and it will be automatically placed. There. Okay, now we are going to make legends for this map. So how to make legends? Go to the option insert and choose legends. There are two choices whether I will create a legend for the data or for the shape file. So I'm going to select the shape file. Click next. And in here, you can change the color, the font size, and also the style. And click next again. And you can also change the title here. And I'm choosing the National Capital Region. Now it depends on you if you will choose a border, but I choose not to. Then here the color of the border. Then finish. Next. And finish. So you can see here my legends has been created. I'm making it smaller so it will fit on the layout frame. Now we have to change the layout of this map. Go to the file, then the option page and print setup. Choose the landscape as orientation. Choose the scale map elements proportionally to changes in page size. Then OK. You'll see that it was now different. I just made it in a different layout format. You can also edit it, make it bigger. Now I'm placing the map on the side, and all I have to do is to place all the symbols in the same frame. Now, this is my surface density map. In the vacant area, I will put where the shapefile originally came from. Go to the insert option, choose data frame. Now the data frame is now created, and I can put the map here. To do that, I have to add data and add the original map where the shapefile came from. And that is the PH file. After that, I need to zoom into the specific area of shapefile. Yeah. I'll just edit it in order to show where it came from. So now I'm copying the kernel density sheet into the new data frame. And you'll see the shapefile that I used. And then I'll insert a title. I'll name it the surface density map, which is the type of map that I made today. Change the color into red. Font size, font style into area black, and size. Apply, then OK. Place it on the top. And finally, this is our density map of casino-related Chinese kidnapping in NCR from 2016 to 2019. I hope that through this video, you learn how to make a map using ArcGIS. If you want to know more how to make different types of map in ArcGIS, just subscribe in our channel and ring the bell. Thank you and see you in the next ArcGIS tutorial.
Hanggang ngayon ay patuloy na gumagawa ng RC ang mga GIS. Ako sala.